a lot of garbage in the past few months to start off the year. From another terrible video game adaptation, which they claimed to be the best, to shitty kid movies that are just in there to cash in on the naivety and ignorance of people. So, let's sit back and look at the garbage we've seen thus far in the month of January and February. The very first theatrical dub month.
Another year, another time of year for terrible movie releases in theaters. We have quite a catch this winter yet again. First off, we get a very deceptively titled movie called Monster Truck. Now, it's not what you think it is, but imagine the literal thinking man-child who directed this. It's a monster living inside a truck. The kid finds a truck, and then with the monster inside it, and they become friends. And it's a very terrible looking CG monster. So the story starts out with this kid named Trip. Yes, that is his real name because it's about a truck and he likes to go on a trip with it. Yes, and he has his crush on his high school tutor and somehow is able to build a truck from scrap metal, surprisingly, and somehow some alien creature from an oil spill finds shelter and they become friends, and it's just weirdness that doesn't make any sense. And speaking of more shit that doesn't make any sense, let's look at the video game adaptation that refuses to die. Until now, I'm talking about Resident Evil, the final chapter. And it's obviously got to be the worst chapter, despite what the advertisements have been saying. We've saved the best for last. More like the worst for last, because I have never seen camera work done this poorly since Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. I mean, this was just a horror flick that just failed to excite me, and it had the camera and the gore was just so terribly done. This was the first movie that I had to walk out of seeing this year. Now, I know the movies is not canon with the Resident Evil video game franchise, but since Resident Evil 7 has just recently come out, I suggest you play this game instead. And even the director's wife, who's been forced to star in this shit, is finally happy that this is over. Speaking about terrible horror movies in the winter dump months, we have Rings, that remake of the 2002 remake of the same name, and they have fucked it up again. It would be good to pull it off as a sequel or reboot, but we've seen the deadly videotape over and over again. It's not that scary anymore since videotapes decrease in quality over time, as many obsolete pieces of technology do. And now we get the one that takes the cake. We have 50 Shades Darker. That sequel to that terrible, terrible movie, 50 Shades of Grey. That erotic novel that pretty much ripped off the Twilight Saga. Well, now we're going back to even more boring romance that's just so explicit to look at. It pretty much discusses Christian and Anna's relationship following their careers after moving in, and then he meets her to his ex-girlfriend who was a BDSM partner with him, and yes, they decide to get hitched and all that shit. I mean, this was the finale of an end of a long and boring trilogy that no one gave a shit about.
And now that cluster is finally over with, let's just hope we have some really good ones in spring and summer. Until next time, this is Marlyoneama, signing off. Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you want to check out more from Marlyonama, please hit the subscribe button below, or go to my website at www.marlyomedia.com. And if you really like the content, be sure to support me on Patreon or follow me on Twitch TV. And as always, sign on.